Good morning, student. Myself, Dr. Prabhat Kumar, tutor, Department of Physiology in Magad Medical College, Gaya. Today, my topic is acid-base regulation or acid-base balance. The basic terminology of acid-base regulation is pH. pH signifies free hydrogen ion concentration. pH is inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration. Acid, a substance that can donate hydrogen ion, that is lowers pH. Base, a substance that can accept hydrogen ion, that is it raises pH. Anion, negative charge ion is called an ion. Cation, that is called positive charge ion. Acidemia, blood pH lower than 7.35 with increased hydrogen ion concentration. Alkalemia, blood pH more than 7.45 with decreased hydrogen ion concentration. Acidosis, abnormal process or disease which reduces pH due to increase in acid or decrease in alkali. Alkalosis, abnormal process or disease which increase pH due to decrease in acid or increase in alkali. Acid-base balance continue. pH is equal to 1 by log hydrogen ion concentration, that is negative log hydrogen ion concentration. The value of pH is 7.35 to 7.45. If pH is below 7.35 is called acidosis. If pH is above 7.45, that is called alkalosis. Acid, that is hydrochloric acid. After the dissociation of hydrochloric acid, it forms hydrogen ion and chloride ion, that is a proton donor. Bicarbonic acid dissociate and donate hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. Normal hydrogen ion concentration in body is 0.00000004 equivalent per liter. That is after 704. That is after 704 equivalent per liter. That is equal to 40 nano equivalent per liter. That is a very small. Hydrogen ion concentration is very small. Acid-base balance continue. Base, bicarbonate ion accept hydrogen ion and form bicarbonic acid. So base is a hydrogen acceptor. Ammonia accept hydrogen ion and form ammonium ion. Buffer assists the change in pH, that is gram 1 unit per liter. Acid-base balance continue. Alkali reserve, that is the value of bicarbonate in extracellular fluid is 24 millimole per liter. That is the range of bicarbonate in extracellular fluid is 22 to 26 millimole per liter. pK, pH at which acid is half ionized salt and acid ratio is 1:1, that is 7.4. Acid-base balance continue. Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, that is pH is equal to pK plus log base by acid, that is base is bicarbonate and acid is bicarbonic acid. Bicarbonate comes from the metabolic process and bicarbonic acid is represent the respiratory process. So pK value of pK is 6.1 plus log 24, that is the concentration of bicarbonate ion is 24 by 1.2. That is the concentration of acid is 1.2 is equal to 6.1 plus log 20 is equal to 6.1 plus 1.3 is equal to 7.4. That is the normal pH of human body is 7.4. Range of pH is 7.35 to 7.45. Acid-base balance continue. Blood buffers, that is the bicarbonate, phosphate and protein buffers. The three blood buffers are bicarbonate buffers, phosphate buffers and protein buffers. Bicarbonate buffer, the ratio of bicarbonate ion and carbonic acid is 20:1. So I am repeating once again, the value of bicarbonate ion and carbonic acid ratio is 20:1. So much higher than bicarbonic acid. Phosphate buffers, that is the Na2HPO4 and NaH2PO4. The ratio of Na2HPO4 and NaH2PO4 is 4:1. Protein buffer, that is albumin and hemoglobin. Acid-base regulation, that is acid, base and pH. Acids, hydrogen ion containing substance which dissociate in solution to release hydrogen ion. Any ionic or molecular substance that can act as proton donor. That is a strong acid is hydrochloric acid, H2SO4 and H3PO4. That is sulfuric acid and H3PO4. Weak acid is bicarbonic acid and formic acid. Metabolic source of acid is volatile acid, that is 20 milliequivalent per day. Produced is volatile acid produced per day 20 milliequivalent per day. Produced by volatile acids produced by oxidative metabolism of carbohydrate, fat and protein. Average is 50,000 to 15,000 to 20,000 millimole of carbon dioxide per day excreted through the lungs as carbon dioxide. So average 50,000 to 20,000 millimole of carbon dioxide per day excreted through the lungs as carbon dioxide gas. Fixed acids, that is 1 milliequivalent per kg per day. Acids, that is the fixed acids that do not leave solution. Once produced, they remain in body fluid until eliminated by kidney. So that is called fixed acids. That is the sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid and organic acids. Fixed acids are most important fixed acid. Most important fixed acid in the body are generated during catabolism of an amino acid, oxidation of sulfihydryl group of cysteine, methionine. Phospholipids are hydrolysis of phospholipid produce fixed acid, and hydrolysis of nucleic acid produce fixed acids. Acids. Physiologically important acids include carbonic acid, that is the H2CO3, phosphoric acid, that is the H3PO4, pyruvic acid, H3C4 and O3, lactic acid is C3H6NO3. Bases. Bases can be defined as a proton acceptor. So, bases is proton acceptor. Any ionic or molecular substance that can act as a proton acceptor. A strong alkali is sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Weak alkali is sodium bicarbonate, NH3 ion and CH3CONa. Bases. Physiologically important bases include bicarbonate and biphosphate. Buffers. Ability of an acid-base mixture to resist sudden change in pH is called buffer. Buffer is a solution of weak acid and its corresponding salt. Buffer resists a change in pH when a small amount of acid or base is added to it. By buffering mechanism, a strong acid or base is replaced by weaker one. That is the pH, that is the neutral value, and hydrogen concentration increases and pH decreases. That is why that is the pH is inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration, and hydroxyl ion is the base and increases the concentration and increases the pH. So below 7 is called is going to acid side, and above 7 to 14 is range of alkali. So above the 7 to 7 is called alkalosis. pH. pH is the negative log of hydrogen ion concentration, that is pH is negative log of hydrogen ion concentration. If pH is high, the solution is acidic, that is less than 7, and if pH is low, the solution is basic or alkaline, that is pH is more than 7. The body and pH. Homeostasis of pH is tightly controlled. Extracellular fluid pH is 7.4 and blood pH is 7.35 to 7.45. Less than 6.8 or more than 8 pH death occurs. If pH less than 6.8 or more than 8, that is death occurs. Acidosis below 7.35 and alkalosis above 7.45. A small change in pH can produce major disturbances. A small change in pH can produce major disturbances. Most enzymes function only with narrow pH ranges. Acid-base balance can also affect electrolytes, sodium, potassium and chloride. affects membrane function, alter protein function, etc. So, if alteration of pH affect the membrane function, alter protein functions, can also affect hormones. Two types of acids are produced in the body, that is the volatile acids, carbonic acid formed from carbohydrate, carbonic acid formed from carbon dioxide, and non-volatile acids, metabolism of protein, carbohydrate and lipids, that is lactic acid, keto acid and sulfuric acids. Regulation of blood pH. To maintain the blood pH at 7.35 to 7.453, there are three primary systems that regulate the hydrogen ion concentration in the body fluids. These are buffer system, respiratory regulation and renal regulation. So, three important systems is buffer system, respiratory regulation and renal regulation. Buffer system. Buffers. Buffer is a solution of weak acid and it's solved with a strong base that prevents change in pH when hydrogen ions are added or removed from the solution. Most effective within 1 pH unit of the pK of the buffer depend on absolute concentration of salt and acid. Remember, buffer cannot remove hydrogen ions from the body, temporarily reduce free hydrogen ions. So, buffer cannot remove hydrogen ions from the body, but it only temporarily reduces free hydrogen ions. Hydrogen ions have to be ultimately removed by the renal mechanism. So, buffer is only control or regulate temporarily and permanently hydrogen removed by the kidney. Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. The most effective buffer in the body are those with pH close to the pH in which they operate. So I am already discussed it, Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Bicarbonate buffer system predominates in extracellular fluid. So bicarbonate buffer system is predominant in extracellular fluid. That is bicarbonate added to hydrogen and become bicarbonic acid. So, hydrogen, bicarbonate ion added and hydrogen ion added to the bicarbonate ion and becomes bicarbonic acid. Bicarbonate buffer system, hydrogen ions generated by metabolism or by digestion react with bicarbonate base to form more carbonic acid. So, that is hydrogen ion attached to the bicarbonate ion and form more bicarbonic acid. So hydrogen ion combined with bicarbonic acid and more formation of bicarbonic acid occurs in extracellular fluid. Bicarbonate buffer system continue. Hydrogen ions that are lost after vomiting or during vomiting causes carbonic acid to dissociate, yielding replacement hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So after vomiting, loss of hydrogen ion, so it bicarbonic acid dissociate and donate hydrogen ion. So system become neutralized and bicarbonate ion are released. So after losing of hydrogen ion, bicarbonic acid more dissociate and formation of more hydrogen ion occur and become pH is 7.4. Try to compensate to 7.4. Bicarbonate buffer system continue. This system is most important because the concentration of both components can be regulated. Carbonic acid by the respiratory system and bicarbonate by the renal system. So carbon dioxide combined with water to form bicarbonic acid, and after dissociation of bicarbonic acid, it form hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So after using exercise, addition of lactic acid, that is the metabolic and metabolic control by the bicarbonate ion. Loss of acid like in vomiting is added after dissociation, bicarbonic acid dissociate and release hydrogen ion. So this slide is very important for understanding. phosphate buffer system. That is the another buffer system is phosphate buffer system. Most important in the intracellular system. So phosphate buffer system is the important for the intracellular system. Na2HPO4 combined with hydrogen ion to form NaH2PO4 and release sodium ion. So hydrogen ion acceptor, that is the hydrogen acceptor is called base. So NaH2HPO4 attached with hydrogen ion to form NaH2PO4 plus sodium ion, and this sodium is released. Buffer system. These are the first line of defense against pH changes. React very rapidly within seconds. So it is react very rapidly. Buffer system react very rapidly within seconds. The buffer system of the blood, tissue, fluids and cells immediately combine with acid or base to prevent excessive change in pH. So the buffer system of the blood, tissue, fluids and cells immediately combine with acid or base to prevent excessive change in pH. It do not eliminate hydrogen ions from the body or add them to the body, but only keep them tied up until balance can be re-established. So it is only a temporary mechanism for tied up the hydrogen and hydroxide ion. Three major chemical buffer system is the I am already discussed: bicarbonate buffer, phosphate buffer and protein buffer. There is buffer system in the body: extracellular exclusive bicarbonate buffer system and intracellular fluid is exclusive by phosphate buffer. So intracellular fluid is exclusive phosphate buffer and extracellular fluid is bicarbonate buffer. Protein buffer in both the system, extracellular fluid and intracellular fluid. The protein buffer is hemoglobin buffer, that is RBC only, amino acid buffer, all proteins, and plasma protein buffer, that is the albumin. I have already discussed bicarbonate buffer system. Importance of bicarbonate buffer is present in high concentration, that is accounts 40 to 50%. Have alkali resolve. Ratio of bicarbonate to carbonic acid is 20:1. I have already discussed, that is the ratio of bicarbonate and carbonic acid is 20:1. Concentration of component can be regulated by the base constituent bicarbonate and is regulated by the kidney. So bicarbonate and is regulated by the kidney. It is frequently asked in multiple choice question. Bicarbonate and is regulated by the kidney, while the acid part, carbonic acid, is under respiratory regulation. So please remember bicarbonate ion is regulated by kidney and carbonic acid, that is H2CO3, is regulated by the respiratory system. Protein buffer system. In the blood, plasma protein, especially albumin, act as buffer because it contains a large number of dissociable acidic COH and basic NH2 groups. In acid solution, NH2 accept excess hydrogen ion. In basic solutions, COH give hydrogen ion. Other important buffer group of protein in the physiological pH range are the imidazole group of histidine. Hemoglobin buffer. Hemoglobin buffer in RBC plays an important role in respiratory regulation of pH. It helps in transport of metabolically produced carbon dioxide from cell to lungs for excretion. As hemoglobin reaches oxygen, it gains a great affinity for hydrogen ion. So, in tissue, carbon dioxide produced, and these carbon dioxide go to hemoglobin, and carbon dioxide react with water and form H2CO3, that is the carbonic acid, and these carbonic acid dissociate to form hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. These hydrogen combine with hemoglobin and form hydrogen hemoglobin. In RBC, hydrogen hemoglobin combine with oxygen and form oxyhemoglobin and hydrogen ion free hydrogen ion produced by this hemoglobin. So hydrogen hemoglobin combine with oxygen and form oxyhemoglobin and free hydrogen ion released. Then free hydrogen ion combine with bicarbonate ion in RBC and form H2CO3, that is the bicarbonic acid, and this H2CO3 dissociate to form water and carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide released from the lungs. So these are the mechanism of protein buffer. Respiratory mechanism. Respiratory mechanism is called second line of defense. It is achieved by regulating the concentration of carbonic acid in the blood and other body fluids by the lungs. The respiratory center regulates the removal or retention of carbon dioxide and thereby H2CO3 from the extracellular fluid by the lungs. Thus, lungs function by maintaining one component, that is the bicarbonic acid of the bicarbonate buffer. Respiratory center, that is present in the medulla oblongata. The rate of respiration is controlled by chemoreceptor present in respiratory center of brain, which is sensitive to change in pH. So change in pH is recepted by chemoreceptor that is present in the brain and medulla oblongata. Chemosensitive areas. Chemosensitive area of the respiratory center are able to detect blood concentration level of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion. Increase in carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion stimulate the respiratory center. Increase in carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion stimulate the respiratory center. The effect is to raise respiration rate. So, increase in carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion raise the respiration rate. So, respiratory rate is increased. But the effect diminishes in 1 to 2 minutes. So respiration process is control in 1 to 2 minutes and persist for the 1 to 2 minutes. That is the flow chart of respiratory control of pH. Cell production of carbon dioxide increases. Causes carbon dioxide and water to form bicarbonic acid. And bicarbonic acid dissociate to hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. Then hydrogen cause acidosis. pH drops, that is the pH drops. Hydrogen ion stimulate respiratory center in the medulla oblongata. Rate and depth of breathing is increased. Carbon dioxide eliminated in lungs. pH rises toward the normal. So that is the respiratory control of pH. Chloride shift. RBC, carbon dioxide and water combine to form bicarbonic acid. Bicarbonic acid dissociate to form hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. Bicarbonate ion go to the extracellular fluid and chloride come to the inside the RBC. With the replacement of bicarbonate ion. The bicarbonate ion go outside from the RBC and chloride comes in the RBC. And this hydrogen ion combine with hemoglobin to form hydrogen hemoglobin. That is the acid-base mnemonic. That is the room, respiratory and relation of respiration and pH. If respiration is relation of respiration and carbon dioxide. Relation of pH and carbon dioxide, that is the respiratory opposite and metabolic same, metabolic equal. That is the room, it is respiratory opposite. If pH increases, carbon dioxide decreases. So that is opposite relation. Increase pH, that is alkalosis, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide decreases, and pH decreases, carbon dioxide increases. So that is the opposite relation of pH and carbon dioxide. So pH increases, carbon dioxide decreases. pH decreases, carbon dioxide increases. And metabolic equal. That is the pH and bicarbonate relation of pH and bicarbonate level is, if pH increases, bicarbonate increases. If pH decreases, bicarbonate ion decreases. So pH increases called alkalosis and bicarbonate ion increases. pH decreases, acidosis and bicarbonate ion decreases. That is the important thing is Rome. That is the relation of pH and carbon dioxide. pH increases, carbon dioxide decreases, pH decreases, carbon dioxide decreases, and pH, that is metabolic equal, that is metabolic represent the bicarbonate and respectively represent the carbon dioxide. So metabolic equal, that is the pH increases and bicarbonate increases, pH decreases, bicarbonate decreases. Another slide is also show the respiratory relation of respiration and pH. pH decreases, carbon dioxide decreases, pH increases, carbon dioxide decreases, metabolic acidosis, pH decreases, bicarbonate decreases, metabolic alkalosis, pH increases, bicarbonate ion decreases. So that is the important for multiple choice question in PG or a simple examination. Renal mechanism. That is the renal mechanism of acid-base balance. Renal mechanism of acid-base regulation is the role of kidney in the maintenance of acid-base balance of the body, that is blood pH, is highly significant. The renal mechanism tries to provide a permanent solution to the acid-base disturbance. So that is a permanent solution gives the kidney for acid-base regulation. So this is in contrast to the temporary buffering system and short-term respiratory system. So that is the permanent system is the renal mechanism. The kidney regulates the blood pH by maintaining the alkali reserve. Urine pH normally lower than blood pH. So always remember, urine pH normally lower than blood pH. Urine pH is always lower than the blood pH. That is the pH of urine is 6 and pH of blood is 7.4. So it is much less than blood pH. The pH of urine is normally acidic, that is 6. This clearly indicates that the kidney have contributed to the acidification of urine when it is formed from the blood plasma, that is the pH 7.4. So urine is formed from the blood, that is the 7.4, and pH of urine is 6.4. So acidification of urine occurs. In other words, the hydrogen ion generated in the body in the normal circumstances are eliminated by the acidified urine. Hence the pH of urine is normally acidic 6, while that of the blood is alkaline 7.4. Urine pH, however, is variable and may range between 4.5 to 9.5 depending on the concentration of hydrogen ions. Renal mechanism of acid-base balance. The renal mechanism of acid-base balance is achieved by excretion of hydrogen ion, reabsorption of bicarbonate ion, excretion of titrable acid, and excretion of ammonium ion. So these four things occur in renal mechanism. Excretion of hydrogen ion. So bicarbonate ion. So in the renal tubular cells, water and carbon dioxide combine with the help of carbonic anhydride to form weak acid H2CO3, that is bicarbonic acid dissociate to form hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. Bicarbonate ion go to the blood, but this hydrogen ion helps in acidification of urine and comes to the renal tubular cells with the help of sodium hydrogen exchanger. So exchange the sodium with the hydrogen ion. So this hydrogen ion comes to the tubular cell and this hydrogen ion is excreted. So acidified urine is treated. Reabsorption of bicarbonate ion. Carbon dioxide and water combine with the Ca to bicarbonic acid and water and carbon dioxide combine to form with the help of Ca to form bicarbonic acid, and this bicarbonic acid dissociate to form bicarbonate and hydrogen ion. This bicarbonate ion reabsorb in the blood, so reabsorption of bicarbonate ion occur, and this hydrogen ion exchange in the renal tubules in the renal tubular cells. So reabsorption of bicarbonate ion occur, and these hydrogen ion again combine with bicarbonate ion and form bicarbonic acid. This bicarbonic acid with the help of carbonic anhydrase to form carbon dioxide and water. These carbon dioxide then again go to the tubular cells, and then again form bicarbonic acid, and these bicarbonate and reabsorb in the peritubular capillary of the kidney. So reabsorb in the system. So reabsorption of bicarbonate occur. This cycle is complete. Excretion of titrable acid, that is the NaH2PO4. After dissociation of NaH2,4, sodium dissociate and NaH4 5 ion dissociate. This NH4 combined with hydrogen ion and acidification of urine occur and excreted in the tubular cells. This sodium is exchanged with the hydrogen ion and combined in reabsorption of sodium occurs. Excretion of ammonium ion. So glutamine, after glutamine breaks down, ammonia liberate, and ammonia liberate come in the renal tubular cells, and ammonia combine with the hydrogen ion in the tubule and combine to form NH3, and hydrogen ion to combine to form NH4 ion. So this is the hydrogen acceptor, and hydrogen acceptor occurs in the renal tubular cell, and that is the acidification of urine occurs. So NH3 ion accept hydrogen ion in the tubule, and NH4 ion occurs and excreted in the by the renal tubules, and acidification of urine occurs. Disorders of acid-base balance. The body has developed an efficient system for the maintenance of acid-base equilibrium, with a result that the pH of blood is almost constant 7.4. The response to acid-base balance, the response to acidosis, addition of hydrogen ion, that is, the addition of hydrogen ion occurs, and bicarbonate ion from the system, and bicarbonic acid form, and this goes to the lungs, and that is the carbon dioxide extracted from the carbon dioxide expired from the lungs, that is the respiratory rate lowers carbon dioxide. So that is the increased respiratory rate for excretion of carbon dioxide. And other buffer system absorb hydrogen ion, and kidney also excrete hydrogen ion. And generation of bicarbonate ion. These bicarbonate combine with the sodium to form NaHCO3, that is sodium bicarbonate. So that is the bicarbonate reserve. So the response to acidosis is the response to alkalosis, that is the removal of hydrogen ion. So other buffer system give hydrogen ion, carbon dioxide give hydrogen ion, and removed by the kidney, also removed by the kidney. The response to acid-base balance is the decreased respiratory rate. Here is a decreased respiratory rate. So interaction among the carbonic acid bicarbonate buffer system and compensatory mechanism in the regulation of plasma pH. Assess pH. Normal pH is 7.4. If pH is 7.35 is acidemia and pH is 7.45 is alkalemia. Serum bicarbonate level. Assessment of serum bicarbonate level. Assess arterial partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Check compensatory system. Compensation never overcorrect the pH. If pH is less than 7.4, acidosis is the primary disorder, and if pH is 7.4, alkalosis is the primary disorder. Assess anion gap. Assess the change in serum anion gap, change in the bicarbonate. Assess if there is any underlying cause. Acidosis. Principal effect of acidosis is depression of CNS through decrease in synaptic transmission, generalized weakness, deranged CNS function. The greatest threat, severe acidosis causes disorientation, coma and death. That is the symptom of acidosis. Alkalosis. Alkalosis causes overexcitation of the central and peripheral nervous system. Numbness, lightheadedness. It can cause nervousness, muscle spasm or tetany, convulsion, loss of consciousness, death. The acid-base disorder are mainly classified as metabolic acidosis due to decrease in bicarbonate ion. That is the acidosis. Metabolic acidosis due to decrease in bicarbonate ion. Respiratory acidosis due to increase in bicarbonic acid. Alkalosis, metabolic alkalosis due to increase in bicarbonate ion. Respiratory alkalosis due to decrease in bicarbonic acid. Acid-base balance. Acid-base imbalance. If pH less than 7.35, acidosis. If pH is more than 7.45, alkalosis. The body response to acid-base imbalance is called compensation. The body response to acid-base imbalance is called compensation. May be complete brought back within normal limits. Partial compensation if range is still outside norms. Compensation if underlying problem is metabolic hyperventilation or hypoventilation can help. So metabolic, if underlying problem is metabolic, compensated by the respiratory system. That is the respiratory component. So please remember, if underlying problem is metabolic, that is compensated by the respiratory component. If problem is respiratory, renal component can bring about to metabolic compensation. So if problem is respiratory, renal mechanism can bring about metabolic compensation. So if respiratory problem occur, it is compensated by the renal compensation, that is the metabolic compensation system. Another important topic is anion gap. The total concentration of cations and anions expressed as milliequivalent per liter is equal in the body fluids. They are required to maintain electrical neutrality. The commonly measured electrolyte in the plasma are sodium, potassium, chloride and bicarbonate ions. Sodium and potassium together account for 95% of the cations, whereas chloride and bicarbonate account for only 86% of the anions. So I am repeating once again, sodium and potassium together accounts for 95% of the cations, whereas chloride and bicarbonate accounts for only 86% of the anions. So anion is very less from the cations. That is the 95% and that is the 86% is lesser than 95%. Hence there is always a difference between the measured cations and the anions. This is due to the presence of protein anions, sulfate, phosphate and organic acids. Anion gap is defined as the difference between the total concentration of measured cations, that is sodium, potassium, and that of the measured anions, chloride and bicarbonate ions. The anion gap in fact represents the unmeasured anions in the plasma, which may be calculated as follows. Sodium plus potassium is equal to chloride ion plus bicarbonate ion plus anion gap. So value of sodium is 136 plus value of potassium is 4 and value of chloride ion is 100 and value of bicarbonate is 25. So anion gap is 15 milliequivalent per liter. The anion gap in a healthy individual is around 15 milliequivalent per liter. That is range is 8 to 18 milliequivalent per liter. The range of anion gap is 8 to 18 milliequivalent per liter. And normal value of anion gap is 15 milliequivalent per liter. Anion gap. If you measure all the anions, they should be equal to all the cations. Cations minus anions is 0. It should be, but it does not occur. But it is difficult to measure them all. An easy way in measure the most abundant, that is sodium minus bicarbonate and chloride ion, that is sodium potassium anion, that is the cation minus bicarbonate and chloride ion, that is anions. So 144 minus 129 in another equation is, that is becoming 16. So it comes in 8 to 18. The range is 8 to 18 and the normal range of anion gap is 8 to 18. So that is it is also a anion gap calculation. Why is this difference? Are the cations more? Of course not. Anion gap continue. It is due to the presence of unmeasured anions and cations, and if you measure them all, definitely your sum will be 0. Sodium, potassium and unknown ions, mantle, bicarbonate and chloride, that is unknown ions is 0. So unmeasured anions are mainly albumin and proteins. Unmeasured cations are mainly calcium and magnesium. So under normal conditions, sodium, potassium minus bicarbonate plus chloride is 15 plus minus 2. This is called the normal anion gap. So the range of anion gap is 8 to 18 milliequivalent per liter. Clinical significance of anion gap. The anion gap is a biochemical tool which sometimes helps in assessing acid-base problems. It is used for the diagnosis of different causes of metabolic acidosis. Types of metabolic acidosis, that is high anion gap acidosis and normal anion gap acidosis. High anion gap acidosis, there is load of non-chloride containing acids, that is lactic acids. Lactic acid plus sodium bicarbonate to sodium lactate and H2CO3, that is a bicarbonic acid. There is fall in bicarbonic acid concentration, rise in lactate. So calculation is sodium, potassium minus HCO3 bicarbonate ion and plus chloride is more than 17. So the fall in bicarbonate ion is compensated by the unmeasured lactate. Normal anion gap acidosis. There is addition of chloride acid, that is the HCl, or loss of bicarbonate with renal absorption of chloride. So HCl plus sodium bicarbonate to form sodium chloride and bicarbonic acid. There is fall in bicarbonate concentration and rise in chloride. So calculation is sodium plus potassium minus bicarbonate plus chloride is equal to 15 plus minus 2. Since the chloride is increased, it is easier to name it hyperchloremic acidosis. So I am repeating again, since chloride is increased, it is easier to name it hyperchloremic acidosis. Causes of hyperchloremic acidosis is 3 main causes, that is the DAD. DAD means diversion of ureters, aldosterone deficiency and diarrhea. Other less common causes mainly drugs, RTA, that is road traffic accident, Diamox, ammonium chloride and arginine, that is lysine. Causes of high anion gap acidosis, renal failure, many organic acids, ketoacidosis, that is ketone bodies, lactic acid acidosis, that is lactic acid, toxin, many, for examples, salicylate poisoning or salicylate overdose, salicylic acid, methanol poisoning, that is the formic acid. A higher anion gap, that is more than 25, may indicate lactic acidosis. So that is a higher anion gap more than 25 may indicate lactic acidosis. Drawback to anion gap, sometimes you can get a mixed type. renal failure due to obstructive neuropathy, addition with pre-renal failure. In such cases, chloride is not that high and anion gap is just abnormal. If there is hypoalbuminemia, less unmeasured negative charge available, body has to get rid of sodium to reach isoelectric. Anion gap will seem less than it should be. Acidosis increase the potassium ion. Please remember, acidosis increase the potassium ion in the extracellular fluid. So thank you. Acid-base control or balance is over, and please, anion gap is important for your multiple choice question and PG examination and for short notes also. So please do focus on the anion gap. Thank you.